Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the episode of Just Say Guay. I'm your host, George Guay. Today I'm joined by Eric Brown, who is playing currently in the Cape Cod Baseball League for Cotuit. And when he's in college, he's playing for Coastal Carolina. Eric, thanks for coming on the show.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so how have you been, man? I mean, the pandemic's pretty much almost over. You had a tough year with a lot of protocols. Now you're playing on the Cape. How's that going?
It's going well, and surprisingly, the COVID has picked up here actually. So we're starting to having to get tested every week here as well. They're about to make a rule we have to wear a mask in the dugout again, so it's picking up over here.
Now I saw that with Chatham. Are they still allowing you guys to talk to fans after the game, or is that over in Cotuit?
At Cotuit, I mean, we recently just had like a camp night, so like all the kids came out on the field and everything, and I just saw that Chatham just released that they can't talk to fans after games. So I don't know if they're going to make that the same for us, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to go league wide.
Yeah, it's very disappointing, especially I know how much the league's meant to a lot of you guys and even the fans as well. So you were also recognized as a Cape Cod Baseball League All-Star. How did that feel for you?
It felt amazing just seeing all the hard work that I've put in, and it's finally paying off. So it's just I feel like it's only just a stepping stone. So I'm going to use this to keep going.
Yeah, and obviously when you're named as an All-Star, you're named as one of the best players of this summer. There's been a lot of great players that have been named that before that went on to accomplish great things in Major League Baseball. Do you ever think about that, knowing that, hey, I'm in the same position that, Chris Bryant not too long ago was named an All-Star. Aaron Judge, players like that. Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, I did. And when I was first announced for it, it was like, wow, like this is honestly like a blessing. Like just being able to be out here itself is truly amazing. And then being named an All-Star and one of the premier players this summer, just it felt amazing just to be rewarded with that.
Yeah, I know this is kind of also a smaller thing that came with it, but was it cool seeing you on the graphic on the social media promotion?
It was really cool. I mean, congrats to my other teammates as well. Just seeing them and doing it with them was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely to make that happen. So could you just tell us where you're from and, what the baseball culture was like there growing up before you went off to college?
Yeah, I mean, I was a military kid, so I moved around. I was born in Arizona, moved to Alabama, then to Georgia, and I spent the last, I believe, 11 years in Louisiana. And so, I mean, I spent most of my baseball career in Louisiana, and the baseball there, it's very competitive, and it's more competitive down south than it is up north. So, like, that's where a lot of my growing up, that's where I'd play a lot of my tournaments there. I'd go to Texas or Atlanta because, like, baseball, I believe, is more competitive there. But, I mean, I believe that I got placed in this spot in Louisiana for a reason because I ended up meeting my fielding coach, my hitting coach. His name's Eddie Fitzpatrick. He played in the minor leagues for, I want to say the Reds. And I think he made it up to Double-A. And so, like, meeting him in Louisiana was, like, a huge blessing. And so, I mean, Louisiana has done me well. And now I play at Coastal Carolina, which is in South Carolina, Conway, Myrtle Beach area. So, I mean, and that was the best decision I've ever made in my life. The coaches there, the atmosphere there, the fans there are truly amazing.
Yeah, it seems like it's working out so far. I know you've accomplished a lot with your sport. So I've never been to Coastal Carolina. Could you just elaborate on, what the school is like, the athletic facilities? Because, if you want to perform at a high level like you are now, you got to have good resources.
Right. And we 2016, they did like a whole rebuild. They put millions of dollars into the facility, and they made a brand new locker room, everything. So like we have a brand new hitting facility. I believe it's like 5 or 6 years old. It's like probably a $2-3 million hitting facility, and it's beautiful. It's like surrounded with like palm trees, and it's kind of an open area, but it has a roof over the top. So you have the breeze coming in, and like it's very hard to describe. But when you're there later at night and the sun is setting and you can see the sunset while you're hitting in the cages, it's like makes you take into perspective how like blessed we are. So I mean, our weight room, we just built a new weight room there, and we're actually adding on to it. We're going to add like a little speed area, and we sometimes when we lift as a whole team, we share the football locker room, the Josh Norman locker room with the football team, and so I mean, everything is turning around and getting rebuilt up there pretty nice.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a lot going on, and it's going to lead to a lot more great things for the program and the school. So now that you kind of have a more normal off season as opposed to last year, what are you looking forward to achieve before you go back?
Well, I mean, I still have to look forward to these games that we have left. We have approximately like 2 weeks left, so about 13, 14 games left. So right now, just helping this team get to a championship and bring the championship back to Cotuit. And then after I get back, I mean, I'll have like a week and a half home. So I'm just training, just stay doing the same thing, working out with my hitting coach, footing coach. Get back with my weight trainer for about a week, and then get back to school.
Sounds like a great plan. So obviously in the Cape League, we know the story how Bourne is, really ahead, but the battle for the 2 seed is very tight. Could you elaborate how challenging that is for you guys, day in, day out, knowing that every game for that spot is really close and it really matters?
Right. I mean, Bourne, they've had an unbelievable season. I think it's probably one of the best in the Cape, like, has probably ever had. But, I mean, if you think about it, every player here can play. So it's like 1 through 9, there's no free outs. Every pitcher is a soon-to-be Friday night guy. So it's like you're getting everybody's best. So you have to bring your best. And some nights the ball rolls your way and some nights it doesn't. So, I mean, as a team right now, I believe that our pitching and our hitting, we haven't yet to put it both together. Some nights our pitching lights out and our bats struggle. And then our bats are hot and our pitching struggles. So it's just a matter of fact of if we just, I wouldn't say if, when we come together as a team and just put it all together, I feel like we're going to be a very strong team.
Yeah, it's a great point they make, how everyone's talented no matter what spot you are in the field or, where you hit the lineup or who's pitching. Personally, I don't think the seeding really matters. You just got to get into the playoffs, and then, you go from there. So one thing I haven't asked the Cape Cod player yet, what's it like living with the host family so far? Is it a great experience, and how does that process work?
Oh, it's a really neat experience. Getting ready, like just going from your house to moving into a new family. It's like having to learn how they work and just hearing their stories. Because I mean, my host family is truly amazing. Like my first week here, they were spoiling me, and they still do. So like, I was getting scallops, lobster. Like they were spoiling me like really bad, and so just hearing the stories that they had with their like past host family or host kids, and just like gelling with them. And just last Thursday, they took me whale watching, and so that's a neat experience that I'd never like experienced. And just being able to go out there with them and just enjoy the time with them was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome how the families really want to show the people that come here how special of a place that it is. So I know this might be a hard question, but have you had a favorite part about playing in this league?
I would definitely say the competition. I mean, just the waking up every day. Well, that, and then also playing every day. I enjoy playing baseball every day. As taxing it is on the body, the excitement of waking up and getting ready to go to the ball field is just there's nothing to beat it. I don't know. So I mean, it gives me a little taste of what the minor leagues and what Major League Baseball is going to be about. Just playing every day, and it's a nonstop grind. So I mean, I've fallen in love with just playing every single day.
That's a great answer, especially because it's an everyday sport, especially in the Cape League. So my last question is, when you have a roster in college, the only thing that's really going to change what's going on is if someone gets injured, or even if they're not doing well academically. Those are really the two things. But the Cape Cod rosters, they change every day. Some people that you see at the beginning of the season, they're gone in 2 weeks for the draft, or something happens. But how challenging is that?
I mean, I'm happy for all the kids that we lost in the draft because I mean they're out living their dreams now. So like one day I pray to God that it's me that I'm the kid that's getting drafted, but like I don't really find it challenging. I find it as a great experience. I mean, you get to meet different players from all different types of schools and different parts of the country. So it's like, and they all learn different ways. So I feel like it's a really huge learning experience just to be able to conversate with the players and like see what they do or just like hang out with them. Cause I mean, we all have our different like mojos or our different like, I guess you can say culture. So we all bring a different thing. So it's pretty neat experience.
Yeah, it's what makes a team so special is, having different experiences and bring them together. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, Eric, and that'll be you next year. And I wish you the best of luck. And we'll see what happens with your team and the Cape Cod playoffs and the rest of the regular season. And thanks for coming on my sports show.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.